Hey, welcome to the TVB channel. Today I have an Alphamon deck profile for you guys, and with me I do have the handsome pilot Joshua with me today. You guys might know him as the guy with the Suisei playmat, and he does have the prize collection on the playmat currently as well. So he recently topped a local events with this Alphamon list and does have a unique style to it in my opinion. So thank you Joshua for joining with me today to go through your list, and let's start off with the Digimon first.
Okay, so for Doraemon,
Okay, is there a reason why you choose this
So-
Digitama over the rest?
so Doraemon helps you cycle through the deck with Dorugraemon putting the ESS into Soul, so you don't need to cycle into your pieces early. So
Okay.
that's why this is being played over the 1K Digitama.
Would you actually recommend playing 5 or 4 for consistency?
I think 4 would be better for the consistent draw rather than the power.
Okay. Let's move on to the rookie itself then.
Okay, so 2 Dorumon.
Okay.
So this discards and draws 2 cards to further search for more piece, and it draws Tamer instead of the Ryudamon and Dorumon.
Okay.
So next is for Ryudamon, because I don't know, I have 4 AA, so I would normally you would play I feel 3-3, but since I
Right.
already have 4 Ryudamon AAs, you would rather put them to use.
Okay, very nice flex.
Next will be the Dorumon. So 4. This is one of the more important rookies for the deck. So gaining a memory when your source is increased, so helps make your Dorugraemon cheaper.
Right. So moving on to the champions now already.
Yep. So that's just all the rookies. So next will be the Dorugamon. So obviously with their dex line. Dorugamons and their decks.
Right.
So both of them have similar thing, mainly having blocker. One having blocker and the other one giving blocker. So this gains free memory out of nowhere just by evolving over Dogramon.
Okay.
And the Vengeance blocker does help against the current meta, like Wargrave X and like Metal Garu X, as well as Grandis, but Grandis does rest it.
Okay.
So one hybrid, cause you do gain a lot of memory from the Ouryuken, so you can use that for additional attack.
Okay. I do have a question. So is there a reason why you don't run the usual inherit blockers, and why do you choose the, I would say, the X-Antibodies dual color over them?
Because this deck looking more towards attacking and not really towards the reboot and blocker.
Right. So you do aim to
Yeah.
end the game rather than just stalling the game.
So it's more towards a OTK kind of style, as well as the dex line giving more ESS source for your Ouryuken, so you do gain more memory.
True. Okay. Let me clear some space, then we can move on to the level 5s.
Okay. So next will be the level 5 Dograemons, as well as its dex line. So Dograemon, one of the more important cards against mainly the more controlling matchups like Yellow Hybrid or any destruction spells, as well as giving the security attack, and the additional source when you do evolve into it. So triggers Doraemon to gain a memory as well. And the dex line destroys a level 4 when you evolve over Dorugray. And discarding to make its cost cheaper. So essentially 0 cost.
Okay. So we now moving on to the level 6 itself, which is the, I'll say, face of the deck.
Yep, so 4 Ouryumons, because it's the more important card in the deck that you want to discard with your deck's line, and then you'll be putting it into the source with the Alphamons, which is the new one instead of the BT6 ones, because Devolve is very powerful now in the BT9 format. Yep.
Is there a reason why you actually picked this Alphamon over the secret one?
Because you do run the deck's line, so you do discard. Do you want to discard your Ouryumons, so you can then put it with Alphamon into the source when you do evolve into him, which doesn't require you to have Yujimusha. Yep.
Right. Okay. So I think the last three are the level 7s is actually the actual face of the deck, which is the Alphamon Ouryuken. So are you able to tell us what does this card give for the deck?
So this is one of the feels like what's missing for this deck since BT6, which is the power, and it's technically it does what the original BT6 Alphamon does, which supposed to regain you the memory, which technically what is a free evolution on top of a destruction, which Black lacked for quite a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll be moving on to the options and the tamers. So I'll say option first. Very interesting, I would say, deck so far, but I would say the option and tamers are the ones that actually make this deck more consistent than it is. So let's begin with the option first, I believe. Yep.
So 2 Black Mary boosts for the search, because you do only run technically 8 level 4s that you do want to evolve into, and the 2 extra memory does help for when you want to OTK.
Okay.
And then 2 Congo, the new option that's it stops 7 cost Digimon from attacking until the end of your opponent's next turn, and it does stop any healing, or should I say security to be increased. So Chaos Degrade doesn't work if you do cast it during your turn, so can't be Chaos Degrade.
Okay.
And this is the more flex slot, which is the tamers. These 2 Yujibushas, which you not really needed, just there for the additional draw sometimes, and possibly to put another Ouryumon into the Alphamon for 3 swings. That's about that. So 3 quota search for anything from the deck. And the next thing is the Cool Boys, which as well search basically almost anything from the deck. And you do run the deck's line, so you do gain the memory and draw additional cards.
Okay, so that's it for the deck profile, but I do have some, I'll say, burning questions for you. So the first question will be, on the day of the locals, what do you think was like the hardest matchup for you for Alphamon Ouryuken?
I wouldn't say it's like the hardest, but it's more like we are playing a time game, so it's probably just Grandis, which whoever doesn't break or whoever is has the better hand will be the one who comes out on top, I feel. And the Congo tech does somewhat help against that, because they do need to end the game with the last attack, which Congos denies them. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay, I do have one last question. What do you think of the current meta so far?
Current meta is just nursery gaming. Basically, everyone is looking to hide inside and finish you off in a turn. So I can see a few anti-meta decks coming up are like Security Control and like Yellow Hybrid from the 8 heals from Tactical Retreat and Holy Wave.
Okay. Thank you, Joshua, for joining me in this deck profile, and I do hope you guys enjoy it so far.